So we're going to start with a project that is on GitHub called Glide, and I'm going to show you the search functionality that we provide on code when you pick this project and bring it into Developer Cloud Service. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the URL for this repository on GitHub, and I'm going to create a new Git repository inside Developer Cloud Service and import the content of the GitHub project. So this is just a shortcut for me instead of writing a bunch of code for this demo. So I'm just picking up code from an existing project. You can see that we're importing the source and the other aspects of the Git repository as well. So that's one nice thing that we're doing here. And the nice thing again is that Developer Cloud Service, the Git repository I created, is actually a private one. So it's not a public one. And this allows us to manage internal code and not just code that is exposed to external customers. Okay. So now we have the project here. If we scroll down, we even have the README file with the details about the project and the sample code. And we can see in the sample code there's an area here where they're using something called image view. So let's show you what the search box can do in here. So if I type image, I'm getting code insight. Okay, and if I type image v, I'm getting image view items, for example. This also supports camel casing. So if I type uppercase I, M, and uppercase V, I would get Java classes that have those camel casing in them. When I search for something here, I can see all the results here. And you can see that the top two ones are file names, and the next ones are actually just mentions in the code. And I can also see it in a breakdown like this: path and content. Okay, so the path shows me instances where what I searched for was in the name of the file, and the content shows me a specific line of code that has reference to it. Then when I'm looking at the code editor, I can actually click on an item and navigate from this item to the place where this item is defined. Okay, so just clicking here. And this takes me into the place where the image view target is defined. Let's go back into the root here. Let's search for something else. For example, let's search for a buffer. Okay, again, code insight. I'll show you one more thing that we're showing here is beyond the text, we're also searching in the revision comments. Okay, so I can see revisions that relate to this specific item, click on them and see the changes that were made in them. Okay. And the last thing that we showed here in the search is search for symbols, like that. So this is the search functionality in Developer Cloud Service.